Technology is a gift of God. After the gift of life, it is perhaps the greatest of God's gifts. It is the mother of civilizations, of arts and of sciences. Technology without morality is barbarous, morality without technology is impotent. It is better to be wrong than to be vague. Science is not a collection of truths. It is a continuing exploration of mysteries. Aviation is the branch of engineering that is least forgiving of mistakes. So long as you have courage and a sense of humor, it is never too late to start life afresh. The glory of science is to imagine more than we can prove. Ethical progress is the only cure for the damage done by scientific progress. Technology must be guided and driven by ethics, if it is to do more than provide new toys for the rich. The purpose of thinking about the future is not to predict it, but to raise people's hopes. There is a great satisfaction in building good tools for other people to use. The technologies which have had the most profound effects on human life are usually simple. It is characteristic of all deep human problems that they are not to be approached without some humor and some bewilderment. Do not imagine that you have to know everything before you can do anything. My own best work was done when I was most ignorant. Our thinking is permeated by our historical myths. In the end, it is how you fight, as much as why you fight, that makes your cause good or bad. There is no way to find the best design except to try out as many designs as possible and discard the failures. In the history of science, it has often happened that the majority was wrong and refused to listen to a minority that later turned out to be right. A good scientist is a person with original ideas. A good engineer is a person who makes a design that works with as few original ideas as possible. There are no prima donnas in engineering. I do not make any clear distinction between mind and God. God is what mind becomes when it has passed beyond the scale of our comprehension. The more I examine the universe and study the details of its architecture, the more evidence I find that the universe in some sense must have known that we were coming. As finite creatures who think and feel, we can create islands of meaning in the sea of information. Mind and intelligence are woven into the fabric of our universe in a way that altogether surpasses our understanding. The great advances in science usually result from new tools rather than from new doctrines. The pain of childbirth is not remembered. It's the child that's remembered. If you start out with a tragic view of life, then anything since is just a bonus. Unfortunately, the global warming hysteria, as I see it, is driven by politics more than by science. For any speculation which does not at first glance look crazy, there is no hope. Most of what we see in the universe is dust. Science is my territory, but science fiction is the landscape of my dreams. Humanity looks to me like a magnificent beginning but not the final word. The technologies that raise the fewest ethical problems are those that work on a human scale, brightening the lives of individual people. Skepticism is as important for a good journalist as it is for a good scientist. The only way to improve the chances for finding winners is to keep all the choices open and try them all. Life is nature's way to give mind opportunities it wouldn't otherwise had. Lucky individuals in each generation find technology appropriate to their needs. Sanity is, in essence, nothing more than the ability to live in harmony with nature's laws. It's better to get mugged than to live a life of fear. Boiled down to one sentence, my message is the unboundedness of life and the unboundedness of human destiny.